Hey everyone, Sergio here with the Rideshare Guy. What do we say on Show Me the Money Club? Work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, which I have been for the past year and a half, you may be working a lot harder than you need to. Let's change that. Download the app, link your account where you can manage your income, track your expenses, as well as your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more money, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download the Solo app today. Begin to work smarter, not harder. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it.
A couple of weeks ago, you interviewed Rafael, a driver who makes $200,000, and
1099 Ks.
you want to
Yeah.
give him a little update.
For all the non-believers, who were like, oh, it's full of shit, all this stuff. After the interview, that interview got a lot of hate, but a lot of applause as well, right? So this is not 200,000 net. This is 200 gross before Uber's cut. And then, however, 1099 Ks for year after year, for 3 years in a row. See, that's why I want you to guys go subscribe to the newsletter. All of that, his 1099s from Uber, Lyft, commission rates, these yearly statements, they're all in the article. So when I do things like this, I don't just, blurt out of my ass and say, oh, look at this guy. And FYI, this guy drives only X and standard and comfort. That's it. Not your black and all the high-end stuff. However, Rafael is the hardest working man in rideshare. He is from a great market. I'm going to give it that. Okay. He's from Boston. And he's amazingly smart. And what he does is he makes his money, but every quarter he takes a week off. He has a vacation spot in Brazil. He's Brazilian. And a vacation spot in Mexico. To avoid burnout, he goes on vacation for a week. He uses his points to buy his tickets. He's a smart guy. And he goes, I do it because he used to be in the hospitality business. He used to be a cook or a line chef at top hotels. He goes, I used to be on my feet for like 100 hours a week. I'm used to hard work. This is easy for me. So for everybody who's saying there's no money, and then some of you are going to say, oh, he's a slave, right, Chris? They're all going to come out and say that now. He's a slave to Lyft. He's in this and this.
That's in his market, not mine.
Yeah. So again, Boston market. So 3,000 on Lyft, 558. He does it, sparingly. Mostly he drives Uber, but for this week, he looks like he drove more on Lyft. And you're all going to say, oh, look at all these hours. People, you work, you make. You don't work, you don't make. This is where the game is at these days. There's no magic pill, okay? Obviously, Boston has surge, better this, more balanced market, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. But so, combined between the two apps, 3,500, 3,600 bucks. So he's still pulling in his 35. By the way, if you guys happen to bother to read the article or watch the video, the behind the wheel video interview, but specifically go find the article. Just do Boston driver makes 200,000 a year. You guys will see all his 1099s, all that stuff. All the proof is in there. It's all verified by me. It's not this Photoshop or any of that shit. And, the guy works hard, plays hard. And, he sends me his weekly earnings still. And he's still pumping in 3,000 to 3,500 a week, right? And I'm going like, yeah, this is, again, let's look at the numbers, though. 3,004 on Lyft. And obviously, the app was on together at the same time. So we're not going to add the two Uber and Lyft together. But let's go with Lyft only. 3,004, Chris, 1,205 booked miles. He's working for about 2.5 a mile, which is super goddamn profitable. And I know what his car is. 200 trips he did almost on Lyft. And for some reason, I don't know why. Do you know why? Why Lyft puts it in days, your online hours, as opposed to hours?
I have no idea. It's annoying, though.
It makes it look more. It makes it look like forever. Right? So 3 days, let's say 3 days and 6 minutes. So what's 3 days, Chris? 24 times
72 hours.
Times 3. 82 hours? No, 72 hours.
No, 72 hours and 6 minutes.
So 72 hours, $3,000 or 3,600 combined. What is that? 40? 50? Is it 50? 50 an hour. I mean, what do you guys want? The guy works hard, makes some money. Yeah, can I do it? Absolutely not. And he's not a youngster either, by the way, but he's the hardest working rideshare driver that I know of. All my hats off to you, Rafael. Keep it up. And he's saving his money, his plan B. See, I'm telling you all this. I shouldn't be. You should watch behind the wheel. This was about 4 months ago, actually, when we did this. And his plan is to be a commercial pilot, airline pilot. And he's saving his money, and he's going to pay for his school, which is going to be expensive. He says it's about $80,000 to $120,000. This is what the gig economy is good for, right? He's bought himself a couple of vacation spots. I mean, shit. The guy goes, I love what I'm doing. Who else is going to pay me this kind of money, for driving people around? And my hat's off to him. So he's continuing with his torrid pace of 3,500 weeks.
Whew. Not too shabby there. I mean, that is a hell of a lot, but good for him. And if, like you say, if it works for him and he's doing what he's doing, then
I'll work 120 hours a week. Nick Hummer says I'm not working 120 hours. He didn't work 120 hours. He worked 72 hours. I don't know. I don't know where 120 is coming from.
Yeah, but that's book time. So that's, period 2, period 3.
All right. Okay.
So
he's not a cherry picker, by the way. He accepts pretty much everything. And let's do that. Let's add 20% to his time for,
I would say you're probably looking at 90 hours between the two of them.
90 hours. All right. So 90 hours, 3,500, $35 an hour. Who's going to pay you $35 an hour? Nobody. But anyway, all I'm saying is there are positives, there are negatives. And because he's in Boston, the first thing I thought about was him. Like, what's going to happen to him? Is he going to get a cut actually now? You know what I mean? Because he's definitely making more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at
the thing is, if it brings down, if the algo brings down, because one of the things that I noticed in the writing there that was different from a lot of the other write-ups when it comes to like Minneapolis and New York was it's $32.50 per active hour or more.
Yeah.
So that is a little bit different when it came to what I've been seeing comparatively to what other articles have been releasing. So I don't know if that's something that they put in the press release for that being any changes, or if it's something that could be a little different when it comes to how the algorithm prices and will actually match out trips. So we'll see clearly when that actually is live and everything. So
all right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.